Hello people, welcome on Insect TV. So today the theme will be media and society. We posted a question on our blog the last week, and we have some followers who wanted to respond to it. So we will show you their point of view and their video. What we will do as well is that some people from Insect Business School will come on our show and give their statement about media and society, politics and economics.
How do media influence the general public?
I think it's normal. It influences the general public because people, have access to the same media. In fact, I speak about the television. Everybody is watching the same news on the TV. I think it's formatting people because they sing in the same way, same things. And also I can add that it's easy for the media to hide information by showing another one, and or to alien people point of view to manipulate people, in fact. And moreover, I can see that if there are some false information, people could not know, and I think that media can truly affect the information.
How do media influence the general public? Public opinion depends on the level of knowledge that have the public on the various topics evoked in media. The media should provide reliable and diverse information so they can be compared and mixed and people can make their own judgments. If this is not the case, the public can then be manipulated easily because the information will be determined by emotions, feelings, and rumors. It also varies according to the degree of receptivity of people, the variety of sources which they have access to, the degrees of their isolation from the means and from the other media, but from the means of information and the nature of the group to which they belong. Then I will take the example of the television because that affects the general public. Television has on public a huge power of suggestion and especially great through the image because people believe what they see and accept more the meaning given to the information through the TV. And through the TV, things seems more real than all the stories can strongly affect the audience.
Well, to what extent do media constrict our vision of the world? We usually say that media are better today because means of communication are faster. In his book Safe Communication, published in 2005, Dominique Bolton answers to this question. First of all, he explains that even if media are informing us, informing doesn't mean communicate. To communicate, we need a mutual understanding. And it's not the case today. Bolton shows us how the information spreads stereotypes and pictures that are aping our world by creating a huge gap between the different identities and cultural diversities in the world. Media are acting in this way by using, for example, chokes sentences in paper news to catch the public. Finally, media must inform, but they have to be aware of their role, which is to enable people to know the world, to enable them to understand and communicate easily. By aping the world, media are pushing people back to their own values. But it's not the end. Internet is another example of a media that blinds us about the real world. A review led by Elie Pariser in his book Filter Bubble explains it. It epitomizes how Internet is conditioning the users by offering a system in which the web can identify the personality, the values, and the interests of the users to target its research. In this way, the user also have an access to things that the system thinks he could like. Finally, he is closed in his own world, and the filter bubble also exists on Facebook and Google. The risk is that users are connected to their own interests without learning to know and understand other points of view.
Alright guys, thank you very much for your video. Thank you Natasha, thank you Eric, and thank you Charles.
For example, the poster for the election of the French president of the FN. During this election, there is really a weird poster because on one side you can see a poor people with a burnt car, and on the other side you can see some people who are very happy, and it means that if you vote for the FM, your life will be better. But it's like in the sometime during the during the Soviet Union, they used Stalin, and also politicians use a lot of similar propaganda. So I think there is a huge link between media and politics, but I think both should be separate. And there is not only TV or reports today, internet and also media. TV shows can be used to promote or influence the way of thinking of people, but that is another subject.
Yes, and we have it is possible to be influenced in the classic media as well, in newspaper and all those kind of media posters.
Yes, I think also we can be influenced by newspaper because I don't know if you know, but in France or even in the world, the biggest newspaper belongs to company as Disney or Dassault or Lagardère. So they can use this newspaper to hide what they need to hide, and like this hit something
So hi, you still on Insect TV. Next to me is Kathleen. Kathleen is a student from Insect Business School. She's doing her dissertation on the theme of media and politics. So she will intervene today on media and politics. Kathleen, tell me how to which extent do you think media and politics are linked?
I think there is a stronger and real link between these two spheres of our society. I mean, media, public opinion, politician, parliament, each of them. They can evolve independently from each other, but I think maybe they can evolve, but without any influence each of other. I mean, the most important example, it's not really what is published in our daily news, but what is not published, what is hidden,
Yes.
what is...
This is true.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So
I understand.
the media activity is based on a really dichotomy, and now people know and say and think only what media publish is only existing on our brain, and they can think on alone.
And they have to seek the information.
Yeah, and that's media which created information and dissimulate some other because they don't really want to talk about them.
Yes. And do you have some concrete examples of media information? Or
Yeah, of course, there's a lot of examples, but for me the most important, in France, it was Bouygues Telecom, for example, as it's a company really important, and it holds TF1, which is a group television really strong in France. And I think there is a strong influence between them. I mean, if there is an accident in Bouygues Telecom construction, TF1 are not going to talk about them.
Yes.
They prefer to talk about Iraq war and
Obviously.
all that.
Yeah.
So I think that's not really cool. Good
Fair. It's
for
not fair
for
for
our
us.
society.
Mhm.
It's unfair. It's not really information, but more influence and manipulation.
Yes, and people have to look for the information on internet. So thank you very much, Caitlin, for
Welcome.
today. And next week we will be with another group who will speak about geopolitics and internet.
Bye.
Bye.